Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Read? If My Heart Had Wings? I'm still not sure what to call this. I started off the first video yesterday just calling it If My Heart Had Wings, blind. I didn't really put Let's Play or Let's Read on it. I just kind of figured it's going to be more of a visual novel, I'm pretty sure. So I'm probably just going to leave the Let's Play off of it. But it's still blind, so I'll leave that there. Enough babbling from me. Welcome back. In the last one, we started this game off. We met some girls that we're going to be the house mother of, which is a little weird. We got to see some of these beautiful visuals, which I'm really digging the art style of this game. It's very clean, crispy, and delicious to look at. Again, we ended off meeting all the girls. It's now morning of the first day of school, now that we're back in town. Apparently, the main character is back in town. His name's Aoi. And, well, starting school today, and, well, here we are right out front, wearing my new uniform. I make my way to school. One quick note before I get started here. Somebody was telling me that there is an uncensored / retranslation patch to this game. I'm not 100% sure how to set that up yet. I was thinking about doing it before I started the second video here, but if I do decide after this session to do that, I will obviously make my way back to the point in the story once I made the patch updates. I don't know if I really want to do that. If anybody else has played this game, let me know if that's worth my while, worth doing. If it is, then I'll look into it and I'll probably do that. When I say uncensored and all that, I don't really know what that means, but I know there's some stuff that they cut out of this game. I don't know if that means it's a bunch of lewd, naked shit. I don't assume that it is, but it might be. But I'm thinking it's probably just like more provocative outfits and stuff that they might be wearing, or situations that they might be put into that got cut out of the game or the story. That's what I'm assuming. Again, if anybody's done that, you don't have to be specific, but you can at least let me know if the patch is worth doing, and retranslation of whatever they did with the dialogue or whatever's different. Just let me know if it's worth my while to do, because I'm just saying that it should be because it's got more lewd is not really a good enough reason. I need to know if it's like actually worth it, because from what I was reading, you have to like you have to like delete the install, reinstall, and do all the patches, and then you like screws up your Steam profile thingy, and if you really want to get all the achievements and stuff, you gotta like reinstall all over again. Like, I don't care about the achievements really, but you know what I'm saying. It's just, it messes up your Steam install and just to do that. So let me know, and I may or may not do that starting next video, or maybe later than that. But for now, let's get started here on episode 2. Let's get up into school and let's do some stuff. I'm a dorm mother, but also a student of Kifu Academy. I mean, this is my real occupation. Today is the first day at my new school. I'm not really the shy type, but I guess I am kind of nervous. I would say that the school I was going to before was a sports-focused, all-boys school. You would say? I mean, it either was or it wasn't, bro. Kifu Academy, the school I'll be going to now, is an engineering school and a co-ed, and the school traditions are quite different too. As I walk the streets that lead to school, there are more and more groups of people wearing the same uniform. This is the same area in which I lived 5 years ago. There should be a few people that I know, but most of the people who I'd recognize went on to regular schools. I wonder if the ones who chose to go to Kifu Academy remember me. Even if I only know one person, it would make a big difference. There'll be more weird misunderstandings with Miss Alule, too. Alright, if you're trying to remember who that is, that's Wheelchair Girl who couldn't pronounce the word allure in English because she's so Japanese that L's and R's are very hard to pronounce. And that's not racist, that's just the truth. Oh yeah, which school do Agaha and the others go to? Agaha? Agaha? Whatever, dude. Ageha? Do you have to blur out? Oh boy, what does that mean, flashback time? They're my childhood friends who I always played with when I was a kid. There's Ageha, Mabu, Hotaru, and Anchan. Oh right, we talked to Anchan. Out of that group, Agaha and Mabu are the same age as me, but we haven't met in 5 years and haven't really stayed in touch. We just about managed to exchange New Year cards, but that reminds me, in the corner of last year's New Year card, I think there was a small message about which school we were planning to go to. What did it say? A lot of things happened, or maybe I'm just lazy, but I haven't told anyone apart from Anchan that I'm coming back. To be honest, I'm not even sure how I should be if I met them. How I should be if I met them. I don't know how you should be either. If they're your friends, you should be like, "What up, dog?" Anyway, with the ones like Agaha, she'd probably smash my face in with an iron. She'd say, "Why did you contact me?" or something like that. She looked and acted like a real tomboy. When I remember the past, it makes me smile. But... Oh! New girl? Oh! Yup. At the point where Toe Street leading to the school meet, there was a girl wearing a Kifu uniform standing there, looking towards me. The other girls that she was walking to school with asked, "What's up?" and seemed puzzled as they spoke to her. However, it seemed that the girl can't hear them, and she's staring over here at me. Is this one of the girls he knows? Just faintly, her eyes seemed full of surprise. She's pretty cute. Without realizing, I'd stopped walking, and was staring at the girl. Oops. Until a few days ago, I was going to an all-boys school. I forgot what boobies and butts look like. Just saying. At least the ones I'm attracted to. Sight of a girl on the way to school in her uniform, she's pretty cute too, causing me to get palpitations is perfectly reasonable.
もしかして、葵?
Yup. Yes, it is. And who might you be? Suddenly, having someone call my name in such a carefree manner made me feel a little nervous. Who is it?
やっぱり葵だ! 嘘、本当に?
I'm sorry, I don't remember you. There she said my name again, and she has such a happy expression on her face. Do I know any girls this cute? No, wait, I've seen this face before. She smiles like this, and her eyes sparkle like a little kid's. Is that you, Agaha? Oh, that's her, okay. Yeah, of course. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're kind of a little older now, even though the face shouldn't be that different. She asks as she briskly moves closer, bringing her face right up to mine. It's definitely Agaha. She's changed a lot, but if I just look at her face, there's no doubt that it's her. She's changed a lot. If I look at everything but her face, I don't recognize it anymore. Is it really that Agaha?
しつこいな。他にどのアゲハがいるってのよ。
I don't know how to say her name. Ageha? Ageha? Agha? Ageha? I don't like it. That's like Agatha without the T. That bothers me. But anyway.
正真正銘。本物の姫木アゲハです。
What's up? What is it? What is it? Said the other girls as they gathered around in a circle. Agaha turned to face them and introduced me.
この子、水瀬葵くん。転校生よ。サッチンは覚えてるよね。
Sachin? Sachin replied, or Sachin? No way, Aoi? As she warmly raised her voice in surprise. When we were in the 4th grade of elementary school, we were in the same class once. Oh, sure.
私と葵は幼馴染なの。昔ここに住んでたんだけど、転校してっちゃったのよね。
Totally. Totally. Girls seemed impressed by Agaha's explanation, and they looked at me with eyes full of expectation. Nice to meet you. I'm Aoi Minase. In front of all these girls in their uniforms, I greeted them with a stern look on my face as I tried to hide my embarrassment. Agaha laughed as she looked on with relish. I never thought I would find myself doing introductions in the street on the way to school like this, so I was totally unprepared. I'll say it again. Let me do it again. I could hear Miss Alule's word in the back of my mind. Alule.
背伸びたわね。最初誰かわかんなかったわ。
Same. As she spoke, Agaha was moving her hands around my head to show the difference in height between myself and her. Our bodies were making contact, but she either didn't notice or didn't really mind. I flinched slightly, but the fact that she was so unreserved actually made me feel more comfortable.
昔は私といい勝負だったのに。男の子はずるいな。
Do we wrestle? Cause we can do that again if you want. Speaking of which, you've changed too.
そう？
As she said, "You think so?" she looked at herself. Yeah, you always look like a boy, so I was surprised to see that you became a girl. Oh, got him! Those are my honest thoughts, but I said them in a way that sounded weird. I thought she might find it slightly charming, but...
どうだ? いい女になっただろ?
Uh-oh. Agaha laughed happily and did a little turn on the spot. The force of her grin made her skirt float around gently. The skirt float. Let's go. Yeah, it's like you're not really Agaha. while dazed and not really thinking, those thoughts just kind of slipped out.
イエーイやったね
Cool. You're welcome. Agatha was pleased and did high fives with her friends. Okay. Seeing her in high spirits like that was just like old times. Agatha, my best friend during my childhood, hadn't changed in the 5 years that had passed. Her appearance was surprising, though, because now she's hot! Just saying. Just saying. The lessons on my first day at my new school flew by in the blink of an eye, and no one gives a fuck about them because that's not what this story's about. Between the language and social studies lessons taught in the regular schools were those from a specialist curriculum. I was still in the 2nd grade, so there aren't that many, but it looks like when you go into the 3rd and 4th grades, the number of these specialist lessons increases. By the way, this is a 5-year school, so 1st to 5th grade, and then you move on to middle school. Yeah, you start 1st grade when you're 17. Just kidding. Anyway, that's why when walking the hallways, this kind of thing happens. This kind of thing happens? What kind of thing? Hey, she's pretty. Coming from an all-boys school with its sad customs, I couldn't help my eyes from following the girls as I walked past them. Dude, don't even get me started on just feast for the eyes situations. Just saying.
ほほ早速女子のチェックですか
I mean, what do you expect, man? No, that's not it. I just thought they looked really grown up, that's all.
4年か5年の先輩じゃないかな
I don't care. It's not illegal to look at them. At our age, a gap of 3 or 4 years is pretty big. The students in the upgrades look very mature.
それにねうちってこの手の専門学校にしては女子の比率が多いんだよ
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Huh? Why's that? Without thinking, I really took an interest in that. And Agatha looked at me as if she wanted to call me a pervert.
校舎の建て替えと同時期に女子生徒の受け入れを強化したんだって
I see. So they got all racist and they only picked girls over the boys because they're girls. I mean, it's not racist, it's sexist. But it's, I mean, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, this is exactly where the workforce is going right now. If you're a female and you're in a technical field, you will get hired immediately because every company wants more females. Doesn't matter how good or bad you are at your job, you get hired anyways. I'm not gonna lie, and anybody who wants to disagree with me on that can suck it because it's the fucking truth. Anyway, back to my non-sexist talking. I'd heard about that before. I'd heard that about that full. Let me try that again. I'd heard about that before I transferred. Yeah, that's a typo. Cause I'm like, what? I guess it's not really, but it's just weird to say "I'd" twice in the same sentence. Anyway, they increased the number of courses for girls and asked famous designers to make the designs for the new building. It has been said, thanks to that, the ratio of boys and girls is about 50-50, which is one of the selling points of the school. It's 50-50. Well, fuck. That's fair. You made it sound like there's more girls than boys. That's 50-50 is what it should be, man. Anyway, bearing this in mind, I felt uneasy about choosing this school as the one I would transfer to, but I'd like people to think that it can't be helped because I'm from an all-boys school. By the way, it's lunchtime. Agatha's in the middle of giving me a guided tour of the school building. Yeah, but this really is an amazing school. Okay. The school itself is pretty old. Due to it being a special kind of school, of course, it's famous in the local area. I've known about it too since I was a little kid. The school building has been rebuilt over the last few years, with the renovations divided into several stages, the last of which was completed just 1 year ago. It's said that is because of the famous designers. The design uses mini curved lines, so the appearance is far removed from what they generally associate with the word school. Yeah, this shit looks like a fucking fancy ass like Blitzball stadium from Final Fantasy X. That's what this shit looks like. It looks awesome. Felt like I had entered some kind of sci-fi setting.
設備も最高だよ冷暖房完備完全バリアフリーでどんな人も安心して学校生活が送れます
Sweet. Air conditioning and disabled for handicapped people. Nice. Disabled access? You mean like for girls in wheelchairs? We know one of those. That's right, Miss Katori should be somewhere in this school.
でもさ葵 ほんと変わったよね。
Is it for the better, though? Agaha, as she walked by my side, was happily murmuring as she looked at my face. Man, these typos are bad.
顔とか昔はもっと可愛らしかったのに、なんかゴツゴツしちゃってさ。
You like the rugged look, or you like the fucking first grade look? Like literally first grade, like 7-year-old look, huh? Huh? Yeah, same to you.
ひどっ、私ゴツゴツなんかしてないもん。
I don't look rugged. She knew that when we met on the way to school earlier. I thought she's pretty cute. Oh, if she knew that on the way to school earlier, I thought she was pretty cute. She'd never let it go, so I better keep it quiet. I see.
あんちゃんから聞いてなかったら気づかなかったわよ。
Oh. You heard it from Anchan?
さあ、葵が帰ってくるってね。
So she knew I was on the way. By the way, I'm in the same class as Agaha. She knew that I might be coming in as a transfer student, which is why she wasn't that surprised by our chance meeting this morning. Except for she was excited because we're BFFs forever.
あんたね、帰ってくるなら連絡くらいよこしなさいよね。
I don't want to contract you. I'd rather contact you. Is that okay? Sorry. The reason why we call him Anchan isn't because he's like an older brother type guy. Aniki equals older guy, like a big brother. Okay. He was our childhood friend, but he was much older than us, so we nicknamed him Anchan. He's not related by blood, but he's just like a real big brother. Agaha glared at me and said, "Jeez," as I tried to laugh it off.
昔の私ならアックスボンバーかましてるところよ。
Wait, what? The old me would have... Oh, the axe bomber lariat? She just fucking... She got a sweet clothesline that she can do? That's nice. She wouldn't really have hit me. As we talked, we went back to the classroom. Okay. Ooh, damn! Looking fancy up in here. Classrooms weren't exactly normal either. I feel a little uneasy taking lessons here, but maybe I'll get used to it sometime soon. By the way, there's a girl in a wheelchair in this school, right? Miss Alil, I mean, no, she's called Kotori Habane. I asked Agaha as we turned to our seats. I didn't ask what grade she was in, but even if it's not the same, I thought Agaha would at least be aware of her. Oh yeah, that girl? She a bitch. Agaha reacted like she was being evasive. It wasn't just Agaha, but the other people sitting nearby who heard our conversation also seemed kind of awkward. It's like, what? Oh, she's the teacher, huh? No, I'm just kidding.
ハバネさんならうちのクラスだよ。今日は来てないみたいだけど。
Wait, what? She's in the class with us? Where's she at then? After Agaha said that, someone added, "You mean today either, don't you?" Wait, did she ditch class? The way she said that seemed quite harsh. That can't be. I mean, I thought about explaining that she had left the dormitory this morning in her uniform, but I held my tongue. The atmosphere was kind of strange.
ここんとこずっと休んでるんだ。体調が良くないみたいでさ。
Oh, I see. So she's off ditching school, but for what is the real question. Not feeling well. Huh. Okay. Yesterday she had went out to the Windmill Hill, and then later she was chasing that duck around the halls of the dormitory. And this morning she left wearing a uniform. She's skipping school? What a rebel. However, more worrying than what Kotori is up to is the reaction of the others in the class when they heard us talking about her. So now they got bad rumors, she got a bad rep, so she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna never come to school again. Even Agaha looked like she had something else she wanted to say, but couldn't. But I don't really know what the situation is, so I can't really say anything.
Oi, Yamamoto! 英語の辞書を貸してくんね?
Who dat? As the awkwardness started to fade, an optimistic voice called out. From the entrance of the classroom, a carefree-looking guy poked his head and started speaking to a boy in our class.
お、ちょうどいいところに。おーい、マーボー。
Oh, Mabo! That's my other friend, right?
だよ、アゲハ。
Ah, what a
なんか
nerd.
用か?
What's up, Maba? The guy known as Maba came into the classroom.
お前と仲良くしてっと、エリちゃんのご機嫌が悪くなんだよ。あれってやっぱ、ジェラシーってやつだよな。
Eri-chan must be his girlfriend, I'm guessing.
いいからこっち来い。
Come
お
to me.
誰これ転校生アゲハは見た目結構可愛いけど中身男だから気をつけろ
She's like a dude. Agaha and I both looked blankly at him for a moment.
なんで
Long time no see, Mabo.
は
Why is this transfer student being so buddy-buddy with me? His face seemed to say. It's me. Have you forgotten me?
俺だよってえお前葵
Oh, yeah? I looked at Aga and she...
にや
She wanted to surprise him, so it seems like she intentionally didn't tell him. This slightly superficial guy is Masatsugu Tasaki, or Mabo, as we like to call him. Good, because I don't know how to say Masatsugu. Masatsugu! I guess I know how to say it, I lied. He's our childhood friend.
なんで葵がここにいるんだよってか転校生って
あんた驚きすぎ。
そりゃ驚くって
You seem well, Mabo. You've grown pretty big. Masatsugu used to be really small, but now he was about the same size as me. It's not quite like the change in Agaha, but in the 5 years that have passed since we were kids, it looks like he's grown a lot. He's grown about twice the size. Man, that's in 5 years. That's quite a growth spurt.
お前こそ
We grabbed each other by the right hand. This was instead of a small, quiet greeting.
本当に葵なのかよ
Oh, it's me, bro. Bro hug. Yeah, I'm back, Mabo.
おかえり葵
Aye! This time, bam! He gave me a full-on hug. Hey.
熱い友情ってやつだね。
We were the only ones who thought so, whereas all the girls around us were totally freaked out.
会いたかったよあ
Oh?
じゃねえよこの裏切り者
Oh, what? Why am I the traitor? Hello? Mabo suddenly backed off and thrust his finger at the end of my nose. What is this all of a sudden?
いきなり出て行ったと思ったらろくに連絡もよこさねえで
Oh, well, dude, maybe I was too sad to call my friends because I thought I was never going to see them again, okay? Fuck off.
俺やアゲハがどんな思いでいたかてめえ知ってるのか
Oh, shut up.
いやいや、勝手に私を巻き添えにするな。
She's like, I was fine. Fuck you.
そのくせよくものこのこと
I'm sorry, but it's not my fault that I had to move away. If you want to complain, say it to my dad. Talk to my dad. Thought about writing a letter, but I felt kind of embarrassed. For the most part, the fact that there was no contact was both our faults, okay? So fuck off, you know? It goes two ways here. If you wrote me and then I didn't answer back, that's another problem. But yo bitch ass didn't write me neither, so shut up!
この裏切り者め俺は絶対許さな
Oh,
かった
shut up. We're best friends again already. Quit your bitching.
お前なんか嫌いだバカバカ
Okay. With saliva flying out of his mouth as he emphasized his words, Mabo forgot all about borrowing the English dictionary and he stormed out of the classroom.
子供かい。
Yeah, he is, clearly. It wasn't just us, but everyone in the classroom was shocked.
こうなると思って教えてなかったんだけどね。
Okay. You knew he was gonna go off on me, so you didn't tell him? Is that because he's been crying every day for 5 years about me?
知ってたらあいつ、最初から全開であんな感じだっただろうから。
I see. I think that was the correct decision. I want to say thank you. Even so, he did seem really upset about it.
あいつ最近彼女ができて調子づいてんのよ。
Okay, that's good, but what does that have to do with me? I mean, he's distracted, so he don't need me no more.
小さい頃は「青いアゲハ待ってよ」とか言って私らの後にくっついてきてたのにね。
I see, so he probably just felt like he had no identity without his friends. I think that's probably how it is, or was, or whatever, but it makes sense.
大丈夫、すぐ元通りになるって。だってあいつ青い大好きっ子だもん。
Exactly, see? We'll be bros again in no time. Don't say it like that, it sounds weird.
そう可愛いじゃない。
I think it's adorable. While we carried on talking, the bell to mark the end of lunchtime sounded. Everyone put away their lunchboxes and got ready for the next lesson. Agaha went back to her seat. Also, that was totally the doorbell sound. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me, I have to go check the doorbell. She stopped halfway, then walked back. What's up? Agaha seemed concerned about those around us and lowered her voice.
なんでハバネさんのこと知ってるのかなっ て。
Don't worry about it. Well, the truth is my mom asked me to be the dorm mother of a student dormitory. I lowered my voice so that those around us couldn't hear.
寮の管理人？
Yeah, Katori is boarding there.
そうなんだ。
Yeah, really. My mom asked me to take good care of Katori. Even if she hadn't, I'd be worried about her anyway. As she listened to my explanation, Agahub thought it over. Her expression darkened somehow.
このまま来なくなるんじゃないかってみんな心配してる。
Oh, okay, so everybody's actually concerned. They don't hate her, they're just worried about her. Okay, that's fair enough.
あんまり学校が楽しくないみたいなんだ。
Okay. It looked as if she was saying, I can't believe she doesn't enjoy school. Who doesn't like school? Everyone should love school. Fuck you if you hate school. You seem to enjoy it.
私？もちろんだよ。だって楽しいじゃない学校。
Is it? I've only been here for a day, so I don't know yet. I guess. It was still my first day at a new school, but I was enjoying it quite a lot too.
そっか。そうなんだ。
It is so. Whether or not she was convinced by my story, Agatha mumbled something or other, and she returned to her seat. Alright. Off to the next screen. After ski. I was alone and was wandering around the school building. This was so that I could take a look at some of the club activities. Here we go. Film studies, theater club, there's even an RC club. This is, after all, a specialist school. Looking at the playing field from the window in the heat outside, I saw the sports clubs practicing. Compared to my school, it's pretty calm. The sports clubs at that school I used to go to were taken so seriously. The sight of training before a match was one of grueling harshness. Wait, what do I mean my school? I'm a student of this school now. I'll go take a look. Let's go take a seat. Let's go take a look and go take a seat. I went down next to the playing field to watch the sports clubs practicing. Before long, I started to feel a little down, so I left. The doctor said that if it's light exercise, it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I almost forgot about the very intro to the game. Forgot how it was like he was playing sports and then he got injured, and so he had to come to a different, basically he had to leave the other school because he got hurt. That hasn't been brought up again yet, but I have a feeling it's going to make for some interesting conversations later. Anyway, here we go. I try stamping down strongly with my right foot, and there isn't really any discomfort. There, the baseball club, which was returning from the off-campus running course, entered through the school gates.
Oh, Minase! Omae, Minase daro?
Oh god, someone else recognizes me now? The one calling me out was an old acquaintance. It's you, Taguchi! It's been a long time!
お前帰ってきたんだってな。もう部活は決めたのか?
Sure. No, not yet, but sure. No, not yet. I'm going around taking a look now.
野球部入れよ。お前ならすぐレギュラーなれるぞ。
I'd love to, sir, but I'm thinking I can't. Doctor's orders. When I was a kid, I often played baseball in the park. Some of the guys in the group that were my teammates or on the other team were in the baseball team. That's cool. I'll think about it. I casually responded, and the baseball team members replied, "Come on, join us, seriously," as they returned to the playing field. If I could do physical activities, baseball, in fact anything, would be okay. As I grumbled to myself, I felt that I didn't want to go back to the playing field, so I entered the path leading to the back of the school. Alright, so no physical activities for you, sir. I spend a while walking around the back of the school. In fact, now that I say that real quick, about the whole no physical activities for you, the girl in the wheelchair is perfect for the crippled guy, isn't it? Like, match made in heaven much? Just saying. Anyway, let's keep going. It was called the rear garden, but it looked like it hadn't been taken care of at all, and was just an empty space with weeds growing everywhere. In that empty space, there was a garage. A garage. Okay. Looks fancy. Uh-oh, I see the tail of a plane over there. Hello, I'm coming in. Looks like there's no one here, but I thought I should say something to let them know, just in case. Is this place used for club activities, too? Or is it used for lessons? I don't know what they're used for, but there are many tools and parts crammed onto the shelves that cover the walls. Uh-oh. Then, in the center, is a huge object covered with a thingy that I just clicked over accidentally. Probably a towel, or a tarp, or a cloth. The feelings that had washed over me like a wave when I watched the sports club strangely subside from being here. The tools in the dimly lit garage must have reminded me of the times when I would tinker with my bicycle. What is this used for? Conceal the sound of my footsteps as I sneak inside the garage. It's pretty spacious. There's a tea set here too. There was no doubt about it. Someone was using this place. I get a strange sense of activity. I guess it must be one of the clubs. Whoa! Oh, hello. There's someone here? I was so surprised I felt like my heart was going to jump out. Another girl. The person over there seemed to not have noticed me at all. I'm not sure if you could call it a drawing board, but as she stared at the plans that were placed there, she was kind of groaning. She looks a little busy over here. I'm sorry for letting myself in here. I'll be going now. It's no good. She didn't hear me. Her eyes were so serious as she stared at the plans, and she looked like she was really concentrating. I didn't know what to do, so I just looked at her from the side. Now that I look closely, she's really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Hey, why am I staring at her? What do you mean, why? I hurriedly looked away. However, it looks as if she still hasn't noticed me, so I take another glimpse. Hello? She looks quite mature. Is she in the 5th grade? She's so pretty. Victoria is pretty too, but this person is different and has a mysterious charm, so much so she won't even speak to me. Or maybe she just can't speak. That would be interesting. What a twist that would be. Huh? Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. She suddenly stood up. I'm sorry. Without thinking, I avert my eyes and apologize, but she's looking straight. Past me and grabs a big thick book from the shelf. Oh, she didn't give a fuck about me.
やっぱりそうか。
What's it? She flicked through the pages and looked like she had found something before going straight back to her seat. Wow, what a conversation. Now she's just happy and drawing more. In good spirits, she began swiftly drawing the plans. The pen made a nice swoosh swoosh sound as it ran across the page. The feeling of maturity that she had until just now suddenly changed. When she smiled, all of a sudden she looks more like a kid. As her eyes looked straight at the plans, they looked as though they had a crystal clear purity to them. Just like an innocent child, her eyes looked as though she believed that the world is full of wonderful, sparkling things.
これでよしと。
Her hand stopped moving. I got the timing right. Excuse me. Oh. She finally noticed me. Senpai noticed me.
いや、こんにちは。
Hola. Oh, sorry. Konnichiwa. Even though I had unexpectedly appeared like that, she didn't show any signs of caution, and still in good spirits, smiled, and she greeted me. Hi. I thought that I should say something to her, but I didn't think of what to say after that.
どうかしたのかい？
Not much. How you doing? I'm sorry that I just let myself in here. I just transferred here today, but I was taking a look at the club activities, and I got lost and came in here. I got a little carried away and said more than I needed to, but she didn't seem interested at all. She looked at me as if to say, yeah, and?
勝手に入ってくれて構わないぞ。
Yeah, I'm kind of busy, so if you don't mind, just, go do whatever and leave me drawing, please. Seemed like the kind of blunt way to say it if she wasn't angry or anything. She has a strange way of speaking. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'd better go. As I said that, like a total loser, a huge sound echoed around the garage. What's that noise?
お腹すいた。
That was her stomach growling? I mean, it did sound like a stomach growl. Let me not. Like, I got that, but it just sounded like it could have also been a motor from outside. Just saying, it was that loud. Sorry, big yawn. With a lack of energy in her voice, the beautiful girl before me held her stomach and fell down onto the drawing board. Was that the sound of your stomach just now? We're inside the garage, so the sound echoed like crazy and sounded like the growl of a monster.
空腹だったことを体が思い出してしまったらしいぞ。
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've sat here and streamed and played games for way too long before to where I had this exact same thing happen. I'm like, oh shit, I need to eat. Anyway, she seemed to sway as she tried to get up, but she didn't have enough energy, so she slumped back down with her cheek on the drawing board. Would you like to eat this? And then I unzipped my... and then I took some bread out of my bag. I thought I'd get hungry with just a lunchbox. So at lunchtime, I bought some melon bread. Oh, I see. A lunchbox wasn't enough, so I got some bread. Oh! Her eyes shone as if she were an explorer who had discovered treasure in a cave in some unexplored place.
いいのか?
Oh, I'm very sure. Very sure. There's only one thing I own, one other thing that I have on my person that you can eat. And I'm not going to offer that to you on our first conversation. Just saying. Go ahead.
ありがとう.
Arigato! She took the melon bread, opened the wrapper immediately, and bit into the contents. She was getting crumbs everywhere, but really looked like she was enjoying it as she devoured it greedily.
おいしい。おいしい。久しぶりのカロリー摂取だ。
Oh god. Cool. If I didn't know the words she was saying, then that would have sounded a lot more interesting without the words to translate. Anyway, could that be because she's poor? The fact that she's so ecstatic over something like melon bread actually made me quite worried. No, it's more like she's so fucking wrapped in her work that she just doesn't think to eat because she doesn't get hungry until her body tells her that she's hungry. Like, you don't get a hunger if your body doesn't tell you you have it, you know what I mean? You can distract yourself from eating. It's doable. It's not preferable, it's not advised, but you can do it. Anyway, she didn't show any signs that she was thinking of my generosity and just ate up the high-calorie melon bread.
おいしかった。
It also proves that she just likes the little things, man. She ain't about eating that extravagant lobster and calamari? Caviar is the word I was trying to say. She just needs a melon bread, dude. Melon bread this bitch and she is yours for life. She murmured happily, looking happy as can be. She looked like she was mulling over the taste of the melon bread in her brain.
脳に糖分が染み渡る。
She said as she turned back to the drawing board. Okay, back to it then. Then she started drawing the plans again with incredible energy. From the serious look on her face, it seemed that she had already forgotten about me. She's strange. Not just a little, but very strange. Okay, well, I'll be off now. Perhaps she didn't hear me. Let me just go up to her ear and be like, okay, I'm leaving now. I put the melon bread wrapper that she had left behind in my pocket and turned to leave. I reluctantly left the special atmosphere of the garage behind me. But I'll be back. Oh, I'll be back. For what? I don't know yet, but it is now dusk. Well then, maybe I should head back. By the time I had finished watching the various clubs, the sky was orange and as the sun was setting.
あ、いた。
Yes, here I am. Hello. Agatha was at the school gates. Agatha looks towards me and points the cell phone she is holding at me.
まだ残ってたら一緒に帰ろうと思って何回もかけたのにちっとも出ないんだもん。
I didn't have any reception in the fucking hangar over there. I told Agatha that I would take a look at the club activities before leaving.
着信履歴見てみ。
Huh? I left it at the dormitory. Oh, he didn't even bring his phone.
はあ？なんで？それじゃ携帯の意味ないじゃん。
I mean, I agree. I tell my grandma that all the time when she doesn't bring her cell phone with her. It's like, why do we even pay for this shit? You're supposed to use that shit when we buy you that shit. Fucking at least carry that shit with you. You might need to use it. Even if we can't get a hold of you, at the very least, if you need to, you could get a hold of us. What's the point? Just saying. Doesn't it say in the school rules that you can't bring cell phones to school?
そうだけど、そんなの守ってる子
It's like,
いない
dude, you're
よ。
the only one that follows that rule, bro. It's alright if you don't get caught, it seems. my case, I'm not so worried about the school rules. It's just too bothersome to carry a cell phone around me.
せっかく番号教えてもらったのにこれじゃ
I
意味な
got
し
your
だよ
number, but it don't mean nothing. How do you know my number? 5 years ago when I left Kazagara, I was still just a kid, so I didn't have a cell phone. And if this was probably made 5 years later, everyone in the whole world has a cell phone now, so there you go.
さっきあんちゃんから聞いたメアドも送ってもらったからこれからバンバンメールするね
Oh, great. I can't wait for that. As long as they're sexy texts, I'm okay with them. Anyway, what? Don't bother me. It's too much hassle. Writing text on a cell phone is too fiddly, which is a real pain, so I don't really like it. It looks like Agaha isn't listening to me and started walking on ahead.
じゃあ帰ろっか
Where are we going? I'm not taking you back to the dorm. There's already enough girls waiting for me back there. But I'm guessing that's where we're going.
どうだった転校初日は
Pretty sweet. It seems like an interesting school. It was different to the sports schools or regular schools and had a special kind of atmosphere. Everyone looks like they enjoy it, and it's, how should I say, like they come here to hang out?
それは言えてるかもみんなやりたいことがあって来てるからね
Okay. Things they want to do.
入りたい部活は見つかった
I don't know. I don't know. There were a few that seemed interesting, though.
うち運動部はあんまり盛んじゃないから葵には物足りないかもね
What do you do, Agaha?
私はロボット部ロボット作ってコンクールに出るの
Are they fighting robots? Because that sounds awesome. Robots? That sounds interesting, too.
葵だったらいつでも大歓迎だよ
Maybe I'll make some robots. Yeah, I'll think about it.
それじゃあ私こっちだから
Huh? Isn't your place around here?
ああ引っ越したんだ風見商店街が再開発でなくなったのを知らないの
Oh. Apparently where she used to live doesn't exist anymore? No way, seriously?
でっかいショッピングモールができたのうちの店もそこに入ってるんだよ
Well, at least your family shop got to go in the new mall. That's nice. More business.
また休みの日にでも案内してあげるよじゃまた明日ね
Bye-bye. Hey!
何
What? Thanks for everything today.
いいっていいって今度パフェでもおごってくれたらそれで十分
Parfait and we're good. No, I mean that you're the same way towards me as in the past.
ああうん
That was a big help.
私も葵が見た目以外変わってなくてよかった
I guess that's good?
あは見た目もそんなに悪くない
Oh,
よ
damn. Oh, dip damn. She said it. Oh, she said it. Is it my turn to compliment her back?
極秘情報をリークするとね今日だけでいろんな子から葵の携帯番号
Oh,
を聞かれたし
damn. Already got them girls swooning. It's been one day. Seriously?
訂正スケベになったね葵
Maybe. Is that a problem? I mean, are you jealous? I think that's the real question. So, what? I didn't have that kind of thing in an all-boys school.
まあ健全な男子である証拠かしばらく会わないうちに大人になっちゃったんだね
Bitch, please. I've been a normal, healthy boy my whole life. I ain't got girls asking for my number that I know of. I certainly haven't gotten a random call from any of them because some other person gave them my number. So, what the F? Normal, healthy boy don't work where I'm at from, man. Anyway, Agaha looked happy as she said that. So have you. Oh yeah. To be honest, I thought she would have grown up to be more rough and tomboyish.
だね
Alright. Agaha started smiling quietly. Looking at that innocent smile reminded me of how Agaha was when she was still just a kid.
おかえりなさい葵
Thanks. Yeah.
また明日からよろしくなあいこ
Bye. Huh, bam. Ouch. She gave me a great big slap on the back.
じゃあね
Bye-bye. Agaha gave me a big wave and turned the corner. Ah, you doofus. She might have gotten a little cuter, but she hadn't really changed on the inside. Welcome back, huh? Her attitude hasn't really changed since before, and somehow I felt that it had saved me. Yeah, dude, it's always good to go back to a place and have something rooted in what you remember, you know? It's less shocking that way. Anyway, after Haga and I went our separate ways, I did the shopping for dinner on the way back. It's gonna be hot again tomorrow, so I have to give them some food that will give them stamina. Enthusiastically, I put the menu together in my head. Oh no, I forgot to buy milk! I'm a horrible mother! There was a convenience store right in front of me. 5 years ago, there was a tobacconist here. It's a little expensive, but I don't have time to go back to the supermarket, I thought to myself. Oh lord, where did you come from? Hello? The automatic doors opened and the one with the self-proclaimed cool allure left the shop. She had a bag on her lap and she had a smile on her face, which was the exact opposite of cute. She didn't notice me and went back in the direction of the dormitory. It's her. She didn't go to school, so what is she doing? I gave up on buying milk and followed Katori. Dun dun dun! When she got back to the dormitory, Katori opened the front door just slightly. Uh-oh. She called Hat from the other side of the door and spoke to him about something. She was sneaking around and seemed really suspicious. Why am I mean? I thought we were best friends. Remember that time I gave you a hug to help you out of your chair? Those were good times. Anyway, is she talking about me? This is a girls' dormitory, so I'm the only boy here. I don't remember being mean, though. I don't know why it would appear that she is sneaking around to avoid being found by me. If that's how you feel. Head for the back door to the dormitory. I'll hide in the kitchen for now. Quack, quack. Shh. If this is about me, tell her I'm not here. I doubt that he got the message, but he wiggled his butt as he left the dining hall and headed for the entrance. He didn't wiggle to the entrance, even though he probably did. While I'm waiting in ambush, I'll put the food I bought in the fridge. After a little while... Oh shit. She doesn't think I'm here. When Katori came into the dining hall, she went straight for the cupboard and took out a spoon. Without taking out a dish, she stayed seated in her wheelchair. She put the shopping bag from the convenience store on the table. Inside was... black tar heroin. She's gonna melt it in the spoon, put it in a syringe, and then... never mind. Haagen-Dazs? Oh, is that supposed to be Haagen-Dazs? Needless to say, it was top quality ice cream. Not only that, but it was family size. She's gonna eat that whole shit herself. What a girl. It's the big pot that cost 2,500 yen. She opened the lid, and in her right hand, she had the type of spoon that you eat things with, like curry with. She had a soup spoon. I'm finally gonna do it. What are you gonna do? Katori's spoon was still above the smooth surface of the Haagen-Dazs. The Haagen-Dazs! And she dug a big hole in it. One scoop like that would be about 100 yen. And she stuffed the whole thing in one mouthful. Orgasmic! She brought her hand to her cheek as though she was flooded in happiness from the bottom of her heart. What is she doing? Seeing what she was doing made hiding and watching her seem pretty ridiculous. Without knowing I was watching, Katori began to shovel in more ice cream like a construction machine. You're gonna get brain freeze. Even if it was only 105 yen ice cream, she'd savor the flavor more than that. Oh, I see. She's just fucking shoveling it in. Oh yeah. Here comes brain freeze. I knew it. With the next big mouthful of ice cream, Katori suddenly lowered her head, holding her temples. Called that one. Can't eat a lot of ice cream, and you definitely can't eat it fast without some brain freeze. To be able to get brain freeze from eating too much Haagen-Dazs is the very height of luxury. During this little pause, Katori opened up her notebook. There is something written there. I sneaked up a little closer behind her. Oh. Quack, quack. Shh. Next to the words, eat as much Haagen-Dazs as I want, Katori happily wrote the word, done. Oh shit, is she writing a bucket list? Are you dying? Don't tell me you're dying. That's just gonna make this game too sad. I'm okay if you don't have good legs, but don't say you're dying. And don't say you're planning to kill yourself. Don't you either, please. Please don't. Mission complete. Seemed to be some sort of list. Things I want to do. That was the title here, or title, and there were bullet points below. Stroke the head of a big dog in the neighborhood. It's really scary, but it might be unexpectedly friendly. If possible, I'd like to ride around on its back. Fill the bath with water and swim in it like a pool. Pie throwing, and so on. Among those was, go and see Windmill Hill, with done written next to it. What is this? Oh! My bad. Whoa! Tori's scream pierced from the right ear and out of my left. I live here? I was here before you were. Oh, but there's a way. Her mouth was open in shock as she looked at Hat. Quack. Well, I guess it's no good sending a duck to scout the place out. Even if he was able to completely grasp what his responsibility was, there's no way he could convey the message. He's still a dumb duck. Tori seemed ashamed and looked away. I'm sorry I surprised you. You were sneaking around, so I wondered what you were doing. I didn't mean to spoil our personal enjoyment. It's not me, dude. I went back to the kitchen to get things ready for dinner. Tori's face seemed to say, now it really tastes half as good, as she sulkily ate the ice cream. Why are you taking time off school? Liar! She's blatantly lying. Would someone who has caught a cold be eating ice cream? Exactly. I'm the dorm mother, you know. I have to make sure the boarding students have the right kind of lifestyle. Bitch, just because you don't remember it don't mean it didn't happen. Also true, but it don't matter, it happened. Swoosh! She went to the trouble of turning around so that she could point at me. Oh, I see. She spun around and pointed at me like, you! If you want to call me dorm father, then that's fine by me. Katori turned back around and went back to enjoying her ice cream. If you weren't at school, then where were you? I softened my tone a little as I ask her. Okay, but you could at least tell me what you were doing. If it has nothing to do with me, then it doesn't matter then, right? Did you go back to Windmill Hill? She's ignoring me and eating her ice cream. It's got something to do with me. You don't have to accept it, bitch. It's happening. It's already done, approved, and I'm here, baby. I don't mean that. Yesterday, if I hadn't been passing by, where would you be right now? If you're not careful in a place like that, then maybe nobody would have come. If you can't move your wheelchair, what would you have done by yourself? Yeah, that's right. Be more grateful, bitch! You still think it's not got nothing to do with me? I'm not accusing her of anything. That's why I tried to speak as gently as possible, so as not to sound too harsh. Except for when Funky's reading my lines, I sound like an asshole. However, I showed her how serious I was. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I should have been so overwhelmed by the fact that you said thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have known. A giant salamander, huh? Still not impressed. Are you proud of that? If you think that people would be happy because it's so rare, you're severely mistaken. There you go. Tell it like it is. Katori seemed daunted by this sound argument, put down the spoon and started thinking seriously. Oh, don't say that. Oh, now you're gonna offer me some of your ice cream. No, I don't. I'm making dinner. And you already spoiled your dinner, so why don't you go home, go to sleep, and you can't have any more ice cream. Actually, you know what? No, you gotta eat all the ice cream. Eat it till you feel actually sick, and then you can miss school, and then we're all good. Sounded a little mean, so Katori started to cry. Became tearful all of a sudden. Her cheeks were quivering as she desperately tried to hold back the tears. Hey, I'm sorry. I was joking. Don't make that face.
別に普通だもん。
No, you're not. That's right. See? You're fine.
ガガ
Quack, quack. Hat quacked as though you were trying to cheer Katori up. I wouldn't tell you to say thank you, would I? It's just that if you go out without telling anyone where you're going, it's kind of dangerous, you know? She wiped the corner of her eye a little with her finger.
わかるけどわかりたくない。
She hates being in the wheelchair, obviously.
わかるわけにはいかないの。
Somehow that's what the look on her face said. She put the spoon down and went to leave the dining hall. Where are you going?
顔洗ってくるの。アイスで口の周りがベタベタするから。
She's got sticky white stuff around her mouth. Moving on. She closed the notebook and put it on her lap. Then a piece of paper fell from the notebook. You dropped something. Katori looked as though she hadn't heard and left the dining hall. Hat went after her. As the sound of the wheelchair grew farther away, I let out a big sigh. Maybe I said too much. It's just that I was really worried about her. I don't know anything about what's going on with Katori, so perhaps I was unnecessarily interfering. Wait. Speaking of which, she was wearing her uniform. However, she was wearing her own clothes yesterday when she went to Windmill Hill. Could it be that she was actually planning on going to school? That's possible, isn't it? And she changed her mind? As I thought of that, I felt my mood lighten a little, and I picked up the piece of paper that she had dropped. Huh? For a moment, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was a notice for withdrawal from the school. Wait, what? Dun dun dun! The twist. Well, guys, is this going to be a good spot to stop or what?
元気出しなって
Alright.
葵くん。
I think this is exactly a good place to stop because it looks like we're about to have dinner with the rest of the Beesies, and this is probably not going to be a short conversation. So, hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough so far. Things are getting a little bit more developed, we'll say. I mean, it's a freaking story. I can't really like hype a next episode. Nothing big has really happened yet. We're still kind of introing everything, but I'm thinking this choosing a club thing is going to end up being a pretty big point of the game, and we still haven't really gotten to the point where we can start making choices and branching paths and stuff, which I'm pretty sure this game's going to have. That's what these visual novels are about, having branching paths, because otherwise what's the point of even making a visual novel? Might as well just be a movie and you can just watch it, you know what I'm saying? So eventually something's going to branch, and that's where the interesting points will start coming in. But as expected, because I'm reading everything out loud, everything's taking probably a little bit longer than a person who is just watching or doing this on their own without reading it out loud would take. So this playthrough is probably going to take me a while. At some point I'll probably do longer episodes, but for today I think we're good. Yeah, so again, hope you guys enjoyed this second video of If My Heart Had Wings, and in the next one we'll have dinner with the Beesies, and then maybe go back to school and choose a club. Will that much happen in one video? Stay tuned to find out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.